is 1 and
they told me to go talk.
oh, 6
There
months.
she is.
I made it back. Made it back.
Yay,
I didn't
hey.
want to make any promises because I was like, all right, if this last try does not work, I'm just giving up all hope. And it really, to be honest with me, I thought that it was you guys. Y'all were frozen, but I wasn't. So I was like, what is their computer doing?
Yeah, we just looked at each other and we're like, did
Bro.
she freeze? And then we're like, can you hear us? And then you just completely dropped and we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like I didn't realize that it was me that dropped until it just, the whole thing completely just shut down on me. And then it wouldn't let me relaunch. And then it's, I don't know. Anyway, I told you guys, like, I don't know why I'm experiencing so many technical difficulties. I don't know. I'll get with my IT guy. Maybe he knows some answers. But before it ends, because I'm assuming it's probably counting all this as my time and is about to cut us off because of the time limit. But if y'all can either show or tell about your preschool project, we'll try and squeeze that in really quick. Dalton, I just saw you with something. You wanna get us rolling?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So basically mine is like what I thought a classroom would be like. So this is like a dress up station where they can be their own hero. Right here. And then right here is like the teacher's area where they work with them one-to-one with their students' desk. Around the room is like the 1, 2, 3s and the ABCs. Oh, hi, Harper. And the toys and like the little coat rack and like a bathroom and washing their hands. That's what I think what a pre-K classroom would be like, because that was like what mine looked like.
Nice. Too cute. All right, Michaela, what you got?
I actually left mine at my grandparents', but I'll have it today because I'm going back down there. But like I have like I just used what I could. I made like a little carpet out of these shiny pipe cleaner things, and it's like very shiny and it's like rainbow. And I have like little makeshift chairs and a little table, and have like the alphabet on the side of it. Yeah, that's kind of what I have. I'm gonna try and find some little toys and stuff to put in there to make it look like, toys and stuff, because children need toys. But yeah.
Nice. Very cool. All right, good deal. All right, so again, my apologies that we didn't get to talk about that before now. But anyway, let's see. Let me go back to y'all's calendar and we'll look at a few things coming up. So we do have a couple more activities coming up this week. Tomorrow is called Hurried Children, and I think you guys will probably do a great job of sharing your own experience with this. And it's kind of the idea that society is really forcing kids to grow up a lot faster than what they should. Think about dress. Think about how kids dress so much, in my opinion, so much older than what they probably should. Think about dress and think about things that are talked about and shown in even cartoons and TV shows and movies and things that kids are exposed to, and even kind of almost forced into being more independent now than what they should be. I don't think that we should be expecting little 4 and 5 year olds to be able to do everything for themselves quite yet. They're not really physically or developmentally ready to be independent people, but I think society is rushing children of all ages. I think it's even harsher on middle school age students. Middle school age students, it shocked me whenever I went into sub at the middle school to help some middle school teachers out last year. And these middle schoolers, you know, they have the attitude that they're already high schoolers, you know, they already know everything. And again, the dress and the attitude and, you know, taking the selfies and doing all these TikTok dances and stuff. I just think that technology obviously is pushing kids to grow and mature a lot more. And is that a good thing? You know, what are kids probably missing out on today that they would have had more time to slow down and just enjoy play and just enjoy friends? Are kids becoming antisocial and relying on social media more than actual physical conversing with friends? Are they relying on Snapchat and text and Instagram and Facebook? Are they relying on that to communicate versus actually seeing and hanging out with friends and even talking on the phone versus just texting back and forth? So that's your activity for tomorrow, and I think you guys can give some really awesome feedback from your perspective of that. And then for excuse me, for Friday is your excuse me, elementary school brochure. It does not have to be UCA Elementary. It can be an elementary school of your choice, but you are building a brochure and advocating and showing every school has a mission statement. You can usually find that pretty quickly on their website. Their mission statement, you know, what is maybe even their motto for the year. I'll give you an example for the high school. For the high school, our motto for the year is "Together We Will." And of course, a lot of that is just because we're having to navigate a whole different situation. I mean, I know that in March we went virtual. So the idea of being virtual isn't really that new, but the idea of us having to start out virtual, you know, you guys not being able to meet teachers in person. I have, let's see, this semester, a total of 65 students. Out of those 65 students, I have not seen the actual face of 45 of those students. So if any of those 45 walked in the door today, I wouldn't know who they were because I have not seen their actual face. So that's really different, obviously. So your elementary school brochure is something that we'll talk about. And yep, there's my timer announcement. I knew it was coming. So your elementary school brochure is something that we'll talk about on Friday, but I want you guys to go ahead and be thinking, you know, pick an elementary school that you want to do for your brochure. I would go ahead and browse their website because their website will give you a majority of the information and pictures. You know, make sure that you do put a works cited so that we're not copywriting and getting in trouble with those issues. But I do want you to get me some pictures to put on your brochure. Feel free to draw. If you are artistic and you can draw, feel free to draw pictures to put inside instead of copying and pasting. But again, totally up to you how you do it, all right? You can do it in setting up, again, you guys might be more tech savvy than I am as far as a actual brochure format. I know that Microsoft Word does a brochure format, but I'm not sure. I'm sure somewhere in a Google Doc or form or something that you can do a brochure format. I don't know. I'll see what I can find. But that's coming up on Friday. We'll talk about it, make sure nobody has any questions. You'll go ahead and get started on it. I'll have it due the following week. And then, like I said, by next Tuesday, we should know what the future holds for us. Not necessarily for the whole second 6 weeks, but maybe, you know, halfway through. I'm not really sure. I don't know if they've decided what the point of no return is. I don't know if they say if we're virtual for 9 weeks or if we're virtual for 12 weeks, then we'll just stay virtual. I don't know that answer. So I'm assuming we'll probably learn a lot of that information next week. Okay. And of course, I figure you guys will probably find out about the same time I will as far as that information. But we have this week and we have next week. Whoops. Come back. We have this week and we have next week before we're done with the first 6 weeks. And I don't know, I have mixed feelings. It kind of feels like it's flown by and it kind of feels like it's taken forever. But anyway, we'll know by early next week what some of the future holds for us. But before Zoom cuts me off for good, any last questions, comments, or concerns?
Did you get my email about the honors project? You know, I asked if we could still do in person, like the watching. The middle school told me that they would have to contact you about that. I tried to tell them that you told me I had to kind of do it myself, but they said that they would have to contact you about it because you were the one who normally did that. And I was like, okay. And I was just wondering if you had heard anything.
I have not. Who were the teachers that you talked to?
I wasn't allowed to go in the school, so it was just the lady at the front.
Okay, I didn't know if you had any certain teachers in mind.
Well, I wanted to do the 6th grade.
Okay. Let me see if I can make some contacts, and I'll let you know when I find out. Okay. Yeah, let me work on that and I'll get back to you, okay? What else? We got any other questions? No? Okay. All right, guys. Again, I don't know what else to say besides I'm just sorry that we had so many issues. I mean, I am glad that it all worked out, even though it was a storm of issues this morning, but we made it through. We persevered, which is what this semester is probably all going to be about. But if you guys are good, then we will call today, and we'll see maybe if we can get more people on with us on Friday to wrap up, thank goodness, a short week. So, all right, guys, enjoy your Wednesday. I'll see you guys later.